Howdy folks, it's me, Stately, Minecraft, blah blah blah, etc, etc, etc. How y'all doing today? We are here on Nomad, our members only modded server with the custom designed lightweight semi-vanilla mod pack. This is a PvE build server. Idea was to create a server that has a lot of features that are vanilla-ish without changing the name or without changing the nature of the game too much. And this is really only my second day spending any significant amount of time on here. I don't know much about most of these plugins. I'm still kind of finding stuff out for myself. Today we're going to do some building. Assuming I can find my base, which I think I can. It can't be that far. What's in it for me, Noble? I found a Heart of Darkness. I think it was just an evil-looking horse or something. And it gave me Heart of Darkness, which you use to buff animals that you can tame. And it turns them into, like, mythical versions of the animals, I think, maybe? Kind of thing. And I still haven't remapped my my mute button properly. Everything's going great today. I'm off to a really good start. I'm almost coherent. Which is better than completely incoherent, I guess, maybe, possibly. But I'm close to my base. I was out looking for a treasure, and it wasn't there. Zombie Doctor. Hey, Hunter. Weaken and then cure a zombie villager. Oh, that's cool. Got yourself a villager. Nice thing to have. All the eggs I want. Oh, well, that's real tempting, Noble. Real tempting. So this is kind of my domain, this redwood forest here. And I started a very, very simple treehouse. My plan is to just live in the trees and kind of expand a treehouse between all of the trees. That was a joke, Noble. When I said that was really, really tempting, I was being sarcastic. I could care less about eggs. Zex, how you doing? Hunter's here and Zex is here. I think this might be the most players I've ever seen on one of our 1MC3 modded servers, so that is exciting. I don't know, what do you got? I mean, these Heart of Darknesses can't be that hard to come by, right? They don't seem like they're impossibly rare or anything. Or am I mistaken? Are they in fact impossibly rare? Well, then just come pick it up. I'll get another one when and if I need it. I must have taken a wrong turn here. There, that's my platform right there. This is a nice area, though. What I'm planning on doing is kind of... Yeah, Noble, sure. You can give me something else one of these days. So, what do we got here? This is just random piles of stuff. I have nothing really particularly useful. Except it's the runes. I need to work out what those are for. That might be smart. Yeah, we need one more person to sleep to make a daytime. Oh, hey, Mason. No, any contributor flare, including any lifetime flare, will be enough. How you doing, man? Good to see you. AJ, hey, haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Let's see. I'm just kind of cleaning out my inventory here. Mostly going to build today. Might do a little exploring. See about starting to gather parts for an airship. That kind of thing. Let's see. But like I said, mostly I'm going to try to get my little tree mansion up and running, at least to the point where it's inhabitable and secure. Runes change the glint of the enchantment. I'm sure that means something. I'm not sure what it means, though. Oh, do you need all of them to, like, do something specific? Do you need, like, a full set? Just go to 1mc3.com, Mason. The first post on there gives you the link for the launcher download and the mod pack. I just wandered off in the wrong direction again, didn't I? Man, I gotta light this place up. Oh, Creeper did it for me. That's nice of the Creeper. Oh, Hunter got zombied. I think we're all going to end up getting zombied a lot until we have the environment under control. So this is what I got so far. Pretty fancy, huh? Alright, let's see. There's nothing in these chests because I haven't moved anything into these chests. What I should do is I should get a bed sorted out, build a couple more platforms. We're going to change levels, so it's going to like go up, and then I'll have a platform around this tree, and then I'll go down and over there. It's going to be a big, like, sprawling thing that stretches out throughout the entire forest here. Another thing that I'm thinking about doing, and I'm not going to do this right now, but I'm thinking about adding a rope bridges mod that's... it's going to make it easier for me to like do all the bridges and stuff. It comes with like a harpoon, a rope launcher, which allows players to kind of create bridges from a safe distance. So you can bridge chasms with them and stuff like that. But it also just creates nice looking bridges, nice looking rope bridges. What I think we'll do, as far as like updating the mod pack goes, is maybe like once a month or something we'll have a a list of proposed additions or updates or removals, and every month we'll do an update to the mod pack. I don't want to be constantly updating it, so we'll have like a fixed update day, if you will. There's one other thing I want to do here. I want to get some colored dye because white beds just look like they're in a hospital. Hey, Creeper. I'd be much less worried about you. If I had a bow, but I don't. Food? Food is good. The cows. I'm not going to kill the cows right this second because I think I'm going to want to breed them. So I do need to gather up some food here. Anyways, I was kind of just looking for some dandelions will do. A yellow bed should be just fine. It's better than white, right? Making random comments in stream is not going to help. If you want a specific mod, go to the modded channel on Discord, post a link to it and a little bit of information about it, and then we can look at it and come up with some kind of plan. There we go. Oh, hello, birds, with your fancy manticore. Everybody's really into the flying more creature stuff. My base coordinates are top left of the screen, 800 by 1900 ballpark. Yeah, tigers are just dicks. I mean, the big cats are all kind of dicks. Alright, so bed. Let's start off with a bed. I'm not that far out. I'm also on the edge of a large river, lake. Technically, I suppose you could call it a sea, which makes it pretty easy to get around. All right, check it out. I got a bed. I got 2 chests. I am the king of the world. Yeah, Portal's definitely on the to-do list. You know, most of the more creatures mobs are pretty good. The Manticore seems a little boring by comparison. It seems to me like the Wyvern, for example, is more natural, more animated. Let's see. This is what I'm using for the platform, and I think what I might do is go get some eucalyptus for highlight block. It's very white, and it might look good up in the trees. But one thing at a time. So how you been, AJ? What have you been up to lately? Really? 5 buckets? No. Bear in mind, guys, I have no mod tools to speak of here. Forge just doesn't have much in the way of mod tools. Alright, that's close to a stack. Yeah, right? I mean, it's 5 buckets, 15 iron. I'm kind of running on nothing here as far as food and health goes. So I need to be very careful that I don't fall because I will die. Oops, that wasn't quite right. Hey, DK. What do you got here? Iced tea. Piles and piles of iced tea. Thank you very much. Oh, that's good food. I can live off raspberry iced tea. If you're trying to irritate me, Zix, you're doing a good job. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna build a bridge over to that side. First, I want to get the base platform set up here. And then we'll do something like that, and I don't know. What do you think? Should we, like, go straight? I guess I don't really have too much choice right now. I'm gonna have to raise this up, but for now I can do something like this. Now, you were banned, Zex. Jesus Christ on a pogo stick. You were banned, Zex, because I have warned you over and over again not to make public accusations of cheating, period. For some reason, you find it necessary to pretend that that's not why you were banned? Who are you lying to? Are you lying to me? Are you lying to you? Bird speaks truth. He knows what he's talking about. Hey, Noble. Was there a... Did I need to do something with the Manticore? Oh, it's gone. There's a ladder, so we have ladders here. to get up here. It's not actually that hard to get around. So something like that, and then we'll expand this outward some more. Oh yeah, the Heart of Darkness, that's why you're here. You didn't just come here to say hi and bask in my glory, did you? Well, nobody ever comes here to say hi and bask in my glory. Yes. Yes, one Heart of Darkness coming right up. Did I put it away? I think I might have put it away. Not sure where I put it away. Yeah. I have a like a ladder inside the tree over here. And that's kind of the main means of getting in right now. Here it is. All right, I'll head back up and give it to you up there. Why does sheep have one armor? Wool? Maybe the wool protects them. There you go, Heart of Darkness. And I appreciate it. I'm just getting potatoes in exchange. Oh, leafy chicken sandwiches. That looks delicious. I'm finally getting some good food here. I'm going to put some of this away and I'll keep some of it in my inventory. The berries are kind of emergency food that I've just been nibbling on. Joker, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I know you're in game, but welcome to the stream. I kind of don't want to have to eat the same thing over and over again, so this is nice. Really? Fortune cookies? Awesome. Alright, I got raspberry iced tea and leafy chicken sandwiches. Thanks, Noble and DK for the foodstuffs. I'm at 835 1962, guys. If you want to come and visit, please feel free. So this is going to be, it's not just going to be platforms. I'm going to roof it off, I think, and maybe some of them will be higher and even have like towers on the outside where you can go up into the trees. Yeah, I got to get my Manticore going because that's, you know, everybody needs to have one apparently. It's one of those things where I just feel left out not having a Manticore. So this looks pretty good. This is kind of narrow here. So we'll go ahead and do that. And where do we go from here? I have kind of a big opening here. I'm okay with that though. Maybe we'll like go around. The airships, granted, they're not as easy to get as Manticores and they have some drawbacks. There are two things I really like about the airships. The first one is you can turn them into items and carry them around. Oh, easy there, Buckaroo. And the second one is they look awesome. They just look great. All right, I'm sleeping. Somebody else needs to sleep. Please. Because I'm afraid of the dark. Thank you, DK. About that, what do we have in the way of available lighting options? Lanterns, there's, oh, these fairy light lanterns. Yes, I want to do something with these fairy lights. Hey, Joker. Joker has a Manticore already, too. Everybody has Manticores. Manticores are like the preferred method of transportation. I'll have to make an official Manticore landing pad somewhere. Instead of an H in the middle, it'll have an M in the middle for Manticore. You sold Joker Manticore? Cool. Yeah, that's one way to get a Manticore, man. Manticore, man. Yeah. So let's see. I have... I thought I had one yellow dye left. I could probably just make one fairy lantern. You sell beacons for 30 diamonds? You've been grinding already, haven't you? Dude must have 10 times as much time in the game by now than as I do. I never really get to play as much as some of the players. How do you access? I think you shift right click. I love the emotes as well. Does the storage still not work? In theory, you shift right click. In practice, I guess it doesn't work. Let's see, what do we have that we can turn into dye around here? Bears. Can we turn bears into dye? The warthogs, thankfully, aren't aggressive because I bet they could beat the crap out of me if they were. Ooh, coal. Epic bacon? Is epic bacon a thing? Like an actual, real, honest-to-God thing? Crap, that was my last pickaxe. Whatever. Epic bacon, guys. Let's take a look at the epic bacon. Epic bacon, there it is. Cactus green, pork chops, and... Alright, there you have it, epic bacon. One bite restores you completely. See, the Pam's Harvest Craft stuff, there's a couple of just simple recipes, and you can go do those and never have to worry about it again. So if you don't want to have an entire food truck, you don't have to. We don't have any mods that, like, cause diminishing returns on foodstuffs or anything. Nothing forcing you to eat a healthy and varied diet. I don't see anything that looks like it might be turned into dye. I should be able to find some daffodils or some roses or something. I'm pretty sure there were a couple of roses back there. So at the very least, I should be able to get some red lanterns, right? Yeah, well, geez, the early phase of these games, I always love the early phases of these games. I love just starting out and getting your bearings and doing all the cool stuff. But this is meant to be a long-term server, so it's going to be a lot of established stuff going on within, you know, weeks, days, probably. I mean, Noble is already selling beacons. Roses. Come on, give me something I can make into dye. Any of this look dyeable? Flowering oak sapling. I'm going to plant a flowering oak somewhere. I think the somewhere in question is over this way. I have a village. Obviously, I have a village because I always have a frickin' village. Wow, lots of cicadas and stuff here. There. Is it not here? Pretty sure it's here. Ooh, turkey and a mole. And something's attacking me. Why is something attacking me? And what is attacking me? I wasn't imagining that, right? I just took damage, and I'm pretty sure I wasn't just assaulted by a mole. Here. Grab a couple of rose bushes. And now I have a bunch of ruby red. Excellent. What is that? Overgrown stone. Nice. What did you spell wrong, Bert? Did I miss something? Patience is key. Yeah, I got to, well, about halfway through level 3 with Noble on like the first day. First 2 levels are pretty easy. Have you found a base somewhere yet, Joker? Or have you set up shop? By the way, I'm on the stream channel. If you want to hop in, feel free. No, I'm going to avoid you. Oh, balls. Big cats are cruel. Cruel, cruel cats. Yeah, I'm not that far. I'm gonna, one of the things that I'm gonna make a priority out of is setting up a road out to spawn. Or a railroad or something. Part of Tennessee. You're in Tennessee. Noble's in Tennessee. You guys should hang out together and lament how much it sucks to live in Tennessee. You know what I can do? Do I have an anvil? Do I have enough iron for an anvil? I do not. That's too bad. Alright, let's check these fairy lights. Oh, wow. Look at this. There's all kinds of different ones, too. 3 iron, 1 glass pane, and rose red. What else do we have here? Bibliocraft fancy lanterns. I'm not that interested in those. I like these guys, the icicle lights. That's 1 iron and a water bucket or ice or packed ice. The hanging lights, yes, these are the ones I want. I want the hanging fairy lights. Pennant bunting, really? Wow. And of course we have candles. I think these are the ones I want. Okay, so if I take a red fairy light... Oh, you can make them twinkle. You can make them twinkle. Alright, 2 iron, 1 red fairy light. And for the red fairy light, I need some glass. I might be able to set up an alias, but there should be a /reply. Is there no reply command at all? Okay, so I need some glass. Unfortunately, there's a lot of sand around here. I'm not going to quarry this, obviously. But I can go under the water level and just dig up some sand. All right, I'll look into that. That would be nice. Oh, I have a few. Not much, but a few. Better than nothing. And I think, you know, just for the sake of not setting trees on fire, my furnaces should probably be... all right. Noted. I'll see what I can do. I'll see if there are any chat mods that fix that. What I'll do for now is just set up the furnaces here. Joker, if you want to like set up a little outpost around here or something so you can hang out when you feel like it, I can give you permissions. So I'm really eager to see what these fairy lights.
Thank you.
Hold on a sec. Let me just.
Did that come through?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. I just need to put myself on voice activation here. All right, there we go.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Yeah, hold on a sec. I will add you. I'm going to make some glass here, and let's pull up the. Allies. Joker is an ally. That should be all you have to do now. So you should be able to build here. Double check just to make sure it actually works. But it should be okay. And remember, guys, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, my name is Stately, and we are on 1mc3.com on our private member server, which you're welcome to join by becoming a member of 1mc3.com. Tomorrow, though, we're launching our Vanilla 1.12 server, our new Vanilla 1.12 server. Sorry, what are you asking? Are you asking where spawn is? I don't know. I don't have it mapped out anywhere. I apologize. Seems like the kind of thing I should be able to tell you. I would agree with you. Oh, crap. You know what I just realized? I need glass panes, so I need to dig up a few more sand. And let me sleep real quick so we can make it daytime.
So I have a question for you, Stately.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I know when you make someone your ally on your claim, that means they can build and stuff there.
Right.
But it also means they can get in your chests.
Correct.
So do we have any protections for maybe certain kinds of chests?
None whatsoever, no. We don't have Bucket on this, so I don't have any of the admin tools I'm used to having. And Sponge is the only alternative, and it's very unstable and not ripe yet. So we are stuck with whatever kind of security controls Forge offers, and it's a very different beast.
Okay, I was just making sure, because
But
I
it is-
just wanted to... Because, like, I mean, everybody that's on here I trust, so I'm not worried about my...
I wouldn't.
You know, but it's just one of those things where if somebody gets pissed at you, they could...
Right, and
Take your stuff.
honestly, FTB Utils is not my first choice for this, but it's pretty literally the only choice. So there might be a way to like configure your terrain though. I'm not quite sure where. My server settings... No, it's team settings, isn't it? You can make member-only open chest. How does that work, DK? Doesn't seem to be in here. Let's see here. FTB utilities, chunk claiming, blah blah blah, claim chunks. I don't see it here. Maybe DK can explain it. My team / settings. Okay, inventory, my team, settings, free to join false, color, description, title, allow effect, blah blah blah. Required level for block editing is ally, and for block interactions. This doesn't seem to say anything about chest access. It's like all block interactions, which would be things like pressing buttons. But, I mean, I don't think that helps much. Alright, let me get a few more sand and get these fairy lights going so I can have some lighting up here. And then I'm going to work a little more on the overall structure. Mason, welcome to the chat channel. We haven't seen Mason in forever. It's good to see you.
Mason!
Right? Everything old is new again. Including being randomly exploded by creepers while I'm tabbed out. Does Mason have contributor flare? Because, yes, absolutely.
He should.
Look at this. I'm right on top of my workbench. Alright. Don't know what Mason's username is these days. Mason, what's your IGN? I really can't hear you. Let me turn up your volume. Oh, you're maxed out, and I still can't hear you.
I can't hear him either.
Type it in one of the chat channels, Mason. Type it in the modded channel, because that's the one I have open in front of me. Okay. That was yet another creeper explosion. A few more sand. And I should put my armor back on, maybe. I meant to be like you when you said be about 8. I don't speak that. I don't know what that means. Alright, more sand. Got some sand going. And I'm going to run over to the eucalyptuses to the west of me over here, and I'm going to get some of that wood there. See what they got. It's big map, birds. 10,000 by 10,000 blocks. So you can be as far away from everybody else as you want. MQS0N. Really? Seriously? Okay. There you go. Have at it. And remember, guys, if you are not a member and you want to become a member, you can just go to our website and click on the contribute button. Or, if you're poor, like me, you can simply watch me on Twitch and spend 1,000 qubits, which you earn just by watching, to get yourself a 1-month gold membership and join us here on the modded server. I think this tree will do. My super enchanted iron axe. Tennessee freshman. No treetop left behind, folks. I'm gonna maybe take two. Some of these things like like these biomes with plenty eucalyptuses, I'm kind of not sure whether they need to be like planted underwater or if that's just how they naturally spawn. I'm gonna have to do a lot of experimenting to work stuff like that out. But hey, that's kind of the joy of Minecraft, right? I don't know, chopping down trees hardly seems onerous. This is barely the end of the world. Alright. And I don't know why this is here, but I'm going to take it with me. I think I must have put it there. I don't know if other people have been hanging out here or not. Okay, so we got the mangrove sapling. Not eucalyptus, they're mangroves. And they can't be placed underwater. So, I don't know. Let's, can't plant them there. We can plant them in grass. Let's see. I don't have any bone meal. No. That's okay. I'll come back later and check in on it. I expect that's all you need, really. Although some of these trees need very large open spaces. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Like I said, everything old is new again. I don't know why, but suddenly we're getting like a dozen old players who used to be here all the time coming back at the same time. It's crazy.
Holiday breaks.
It must be the holiday breaks, yeah. Everybody's like, you know what I want to be doing with my Thanksgiving? I want to be playing Minecraft with Stately and his buddies. It's modded Stately? Wait, is Vanilla Stately not good enough for you guys anymore? Am I being replaced? Yeah, you should definitely slap in Optifine. That's kind of mandatory. I keep losing my treehouse. It's over there. Yeah, there it is. Modded Stately. Comic Book, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So this stuff I'm going to make some... I'm going to start off with some fences. Just kind of secure some of this area so I can walk around without worrying about falling over, and we'll kind of take it from there. As is, you know, par for the course, I have no idea of what I'm going to be doing here. I'm just kind of playing it by ear. That's pretty. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Uh-oh. Kingbirds is following you, Noble. Oh, you're Spinner Lord. Good stuff. Welcome, Spinner Lord. How are you? Thank you for being such a loyal viewer. I appreciate that. What I'll probably do is I'll put in some posts for the roof. For now, I just want to kind of secure the area so I can walk around and potentially even have guests over occasionally. I like this. This is really nice. This would make a really nice fence around a little idyllic house or something. Did I do the Twitch thing? I haven't changed anything yet, no. I'm still streaming on Twitch and YouTube both. That's not something I'm going to do on a whim. That's something that takes a little bit of planning and advanced notification and stuff. So if and when I stop streaming on YouTube and either upload streams after the fact or do digests or something, y'all will know in advance. I won't just randomly spring that on you. And the reason I'm thinking about doing that, by the way, guys, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. I want to, I want to have all of like the viewers chatting in the same place, rather than having some people on YouTube and some people on Twitch. And I also, I'm thinking I should just become a Twitch affiliate, and I can't do that if I simulcast. They won't let you. No, 2 out of 8 is 25%. It takes a little while though. It's not fast. So this is not going to be just, you know, a platform. I'm gonna have walls in some places and roofs in some places, but I'm kind of just starting out right now. Also, what would be a good material for like walls to go up here? I don't want to go overboard with the redwood. Not quite enough, but very close. Let me make a few more. So this could be like my yard, my front yard, so to speak, and then back here, I'm going to expand this area out a little bit more, and I think that'll be like the first enclosed area. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how the whole transcoding thing works, comic book slash spinner. Can I just call you comic spinner, or spinner book? Book lord? I don't know. But the way it works is they'll transcode if a player is not affiliated, if they have the capacity. So sometimes it'll work and sometimes it doesn't. It's basically just Twitch being Twitch.
Hey, State.
Da.
Can you see where I'm at over here? If you go to your balcony area looking over the water.
Yes.
Can you see me? Is this okay to build over here?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I just didn't want to infringe on your view. And it probably won't be very big. It'll be just like a little outpost thing.
My view would be greatly enhanced by a little outpost over there. I'm going to maybe make like a floating dock or something in the ocean there and set up some buoys.
Cool.
So sad. I'm going to stop whining about not having Archimedes ship mod, but one last time, I'm so sad there's no Archimedes ship mod on here. There. I done it. I said it again. I'll leave it be for now. I was going to build myself an ocean liner. I was going to ply the seas. I was going to not even have a home. I was just going to be a traveling pirate. Maybe I'll use white blocks. Not these, but these guys. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that'll do. This is very, very cramped, though. Does Spinnerlord want to play modded? I think Spinnerlord might be on Twitch to collect up enough qubits to get on here, but I'm not sure. Spinnerlord, do you have Minecraft for PC? He's never joined us. Wait, you've been on our PvE servers. Yeah, you've been on our vanilla server. Uh-oh. Noble and Zex are in the end. Say farewell to the dragon, guys. I guess he's going down today.
Ew, I just found a maggot.
The least useful biomes aplenty creature on the list.
Yeah, it's Dr. Zark's Mo Creatures.
Yeah, the More Creatures mod is the one that adds all of the cool beasties. So let's see. I need more slabs. Now I'm having kind of a problem. I haven't been able to get any new redwoods to grow.
9x9.
Yeah, you need a 9x9
Clear
flat
area.
area around them, right?
Yep. I added one over by my base because I'm not too far from a redwood place, and it was a 9x9 area, and I just planted right in the center, and it grew a gigantic tree.
Cool. All right. I'm going to need more redwood planks, obviously, so I should do that. I don't want to end up chopping this entire place down. And Hunter got hunted again. You do that, yeah, right. Yeah, Noble wants to know if you are trying to get onto the server, if you want to get a membership or something. I don't know if he has something in mind. This is already turning kind of cute. I'm going to not use the redwood logs here. I'll stick with the white as a highlight block. 123 deaths on this server. So far. So far, as in he's still working on it, folks.
I might be close to that myself. Maybe.
Really? I mean, I've died a couple of times, but not that bad.
Every time, no, I'm not even kidding, every time I would get close to 30 levels, I would die.
I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing near you.
Yes, you can laugh at me, it's fine. Because after I screamed and rage quit, then I laughed.
Yeah, if you can't laugh at yourself, what's the point? Look at this, guys, look at this. 6 planks, 8 stairs. As it should be. I think I didn't place that in. Oh, come on, Stately.
I love that white block, that's pretty.
It's mangrove wood.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it. I think it'll work nicely as a highlight block in the redwoods. So I guess this will be like the entryway, and maybe I'll set up like a landing pad out here or something. Then we'll have the main entrance, and you can come into my humble abode. The dude abodes. We can post website. Yeah, I just saw you posting website links, and that kind of gave away that you can post website links. I don't know what allows that. I don't know what remaps the text. It's not a huge concern. Look, this is not a public server. I don't have to worry about people coming on here and slapping spam around. So, whatever. There we go. Alright, we got a little entryway, and I'm going to go see if I can find a place to plant and hopefully bone meal some redwood. Yeah, it's not a huge concern. I mean, again, no big deal. Hopefully. Unless people start abusing it, which they inevitably will, and then it'll become a big deal. I don't have much of a choice, guys. We're running a Forge server here. I don't have the same management tools I'm used to having. I just have to assume you guys manage to behave, and if not, I still have the banhammer.
Be careful when you bone meal. When I bone mealed, I got ate by the tree.
Oh, you have to like bone meal from a safe distance, huh?
Yeah, very safe.
All right. I might not even have any bone meal. I might not even have any redwood saplings, so this is all very hypothetical so far. Let's see. This, yes, redwood sapling. It's just one sapling, right? It's not like a 2x2 grid or anything.
Nope, it's just one. I'm sure that you could probably do more if you had a bigger area, but it makes a pretty big tree.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Oh, hey, look, I have a spare iron pickaxe here. And what I also have is some iron. I want to grab some shears and cut down some of these ferns. Maybe use them somewhere else for decoration. Meow to you as well, Spinner Lord. Comic books. Comic Lord Spinner. Comic Spin Lord book. Spin Comic Lord Book.
How do I reload chunks?
F3 and A. Let's see, 9 by 9, so I gotta keep going here. I'm also not sure what these saplings are I keep seeing. They don't seem to grow, and that might be because they're just not in a valid grow location. But they also don't drop. You crash out, Joker?
No, for some reason this headset, I have to like log out and log back in because my wife can hear, even though I have the headset plugged in, she can hear everything that I'm doing.
Yikes.
It's weird. She can't hear you, but she can hear my computer sound.
Yeah, you need to have a look at your settings and make sure that your headphone is set as both your default communication device and your default audio device. Because it's very easy to do one or the other, and then your headphones will only play the communication sounds or only play the computer game sounds, but not both. Alright, so that's a 9 by 9 area. It's completely flat, and there's a redwood sapling in the middle. And I kind of want one there so I can expand my platform out, so that makes sense from that perspective. But in the meantime, I do need to chop down some more redwoods, just for materials. Somebody else got it covered, or do I need to run back upstairs and hit the snooze button? So I think my best bet is to kind of nibble on the edges here, just to not rough things up too much. And not end up with weird overhanging leaves where there's no tree, but the leaves haven't gone away. Also, what is this? This is a willow wood. That's greenish. It's also pretty attractive, but it doesn't go with what I'm building here. Just trying to find one that's not like connected to all of the other ones. Alright, looks like I'm going to have to go sleep because nobody else is. Give me a minute or two to get back upstairs into my bed, and I will... Oh, somebody else did it. Excellent. Alright, this one here is not connected to anything else, and it'll give me a massive pile of redwood logs to work with. My standard strategy of spiraling up doesn't work on trees this big. Mason, welcome back. How are you? Is the performance pretty decent for everybody? The TPS looks pretty good, and from my perspective, the performance is really nice, but your mileage may vary, obviously.
I get a little rubber banding from time to time, but not too bad.
Yeah, I've seen that a couple of times as well. And my inventory's full again. How did that happen? I thought I just threw a bunch of stuff in. Well, whatever. Check qubits rewards. Like a record, baby. Alright, the Spinner Lord. Your IGN is like a record, baby. Alright. Noble has all of the qubits to spend. I think he must have given up on his dream of getting his own 1MC3 server. So, Noble has spent 1,000 qubits to get Spinner Lord 1 month of gold access to our modded server. Excellent. Your render distance is 2. Yeah, that's rough. If you have a weak computer, you have to turn your render distance all the way down. That's sad. But you're whitelisted, man. You should be good to go. Remember, post your favorite doozy screenshots on Discord on the Minecraft channel, and after the stream today, I will choose my favorite, and the player who posted it will receive a month of gold for their trouble. This thing just goes on, doesn't it? See, there was some block lag right there. Yeah, well, it's not chunk generation. The entire map has been pre-generated. So it's probably bandwidth related. Also, it would appear that I have run out of empty slots to pick stuff up. So let me throw a few things away that I don't urgently need. Like all of the frickin' lily pads in the world. And these 2 leaf blocks. There we go. The nice thing is that one of these trees is like enough wood for me to build for a month. Understood. Don't know if you've seen the stream, Noble, but Spinner Lord says thank you. He's on the Twitch stream. Noble must always be on the Twitch stream or he wouldn't have so many qubits. Right? I'm still not at the top. Oh, come on. It just goes on and on and on. Pretty much. One tree is 1 month of chopping, too. Seriously? We're still going? I'm at level 113 and I'm still going. Excuse me.
They're massive.
They are. They are absolutely massive. Ha! I have found the top of the tree. Remember, folks, I'm Stately. We're at 1mc3.com. Today we're playing on our modded members-only server, but tomorrow, if everything goes according to plan, we will be launching our new 112 vanilla PvE server for your Minecrafting enjoyment. What am I going to end up with here? Like 4 stacks of redwood logs? Now I'm getting some client-side lag. Not sure why. Whoa, that was impressive. Don't know yet. Haven't decided. Internal name is Trinity. Doozy 2.0. Doozy do. Let's think noble gases, no. So what makes you think I would even consider that? I don't want our server to be named Noble Gases. It's a terrible name. Koozie. Floozy. Susie. We'll just call it Susie. Alright, we'll leave the base here for now because, let's be honest, my inventory's so full I can't even carry what I already have. And there's saplings everywhere that I kind of want to pick up. Man, so one redwood tree, chopping down one redwood tree gives you basically enough saplings to plant an entire forest. Well, look at all those saplings. And at least it's having the decency to decay. Alright. And it's still dropping them, too. Right. If only people in real life replanted. And that's called sustainable foresting, and it is a thing. Just not a thing that a lot of people are very good at. Pine cones! I wonder what the pine cones are for. Well, let's find out after I... Oh, those last couple of blocks just despawned. I don't know why. I'm kind of just neurotically picking all of these up. I don't need them. I really don't need this many. But they just keep dropping. It's like raining the damn things. Okay, we're good. Well, there is that, yeah. I mean, bamboo grows pretty fast. And isn't a bad building material, actually. That's my understanding. I'm not in any sense of the word an expert. But I have been given to understand that bamboo is a desirable building material in many cases. The permafrost block. Yeah, you were pointing that out, that light blue block. It's a really nice one. And there's slabs. Is there a polished version? That would be cool too. Ah, beer good. Let's see. So I got a little bit of asymmetry going on here. 1, 2, 3, and then there's a block. So let me even this out a little bit here. As I normally try to do, I'm trying to just kind of go with the environment around me, and I have almost a stack of redwood saplings from that one tree. Floopity doopity and humpity dumpity. That's what our new servers will be called. Only not so much. Let's see. I hope I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to have the new server ready by Wednesday, and I only just realized it's kind of going to be Thanksgiving on Thursday, so maybe it's not the best day to launch anyway. But I will try. I will do my best. How about Doe's So Original? Okay, so this is kind of a nice little setup. Take your time, says Noble. He's never going to play vanilla again anyways. He's discovered the joy of our modded servers and has lost all interest in playing vanilla. Oops. No, I think it'll be really quiet. I will almost certainly not be streaming on Thursday. I will probably stream on Friday. But no guarantees. It's still not... Well, the reason it's not symmetrical is because the entrance isn't symmetrical. Alright, this is a good start. This is a decent start. I am using the redwood logs around a redwood tree, and that might be a bit iffy from a stylistic standpoint, but... as far as just having a nice little safe place to start building, I think this will do just fine. Let's see, so what's next? Those fairy lights. Let me see if I can get some lights going here. Hold on, I'll hop in bed. I'm right next to one. Oops. Hiccup. There in the end, stealing literally every single elytra on the entire map, no doubt. Okay, so I needed glass panes, and they look terrible for some reason. And then I needed 3 iron, a glass pane, and rose red. Okay, so... 3 iron, the glass panes, and the rose red. That gives me 12 fairy lights. Now, there's something about the way these things work. I'm not 100% sure that I understand it correctly, but I think they string together. And I'm not sure if there's like an applicator I need to use or something. I can't just, you know, slap them down. I have to do something to be able to hang them up. So let's see what we can find here. Fairy lights.
I tried looking it up on the wiki and it was just confusing to me. I think you have to make the string kind.
Fairy bread, hanging lights, You right click it to a block. Well, so I have the fairy lights here, but I can't right click them to a block. See? Yeah, we're all a little confused, Mason. We're all a little confused. Alright, guys, I'm going to stand right here for just a minute or two while I try to find some information on how to make the fairy lights thing work. So, stand by. And that was the wrong button. That looks exactly the same to you guys, but now I'm in full screen instead of a large window. Okay. Now, I should get like a Google Home Mini and have it co-host with me. I can just ask it stupid things like, hey Google, how do I set up fairy lights? Fairy lights Forge mod. Let's see, what do we got? Fairy lights, crafting. Okay, so I got the lights. Here are the recipes, blah, blah, blah. Horizontal combination, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of different ones, too. Here we go, fairy light usage. Right-click the hanging lights, garland, or bunting. Okay. So I need, what do I need? Do I need garland? Do I need bunting? A vine and tinsel garland. Okay. Alright, so these are actual ingredients for the fairy lights, but you still have to make the actual fairy lights. And that is iron string iron along the top and then the lights underneath. So let's see. I have, well, not a lot, but enough hopefully to do at least one little light string. Like this, and like this, and like this, and like that. Okay, I made way more fairy lights than I need, but I'm okay with that because look at that. Isn't that cute? That's not exactly what I wanted, but actually that is pretty close to exactly what I wanted. It's adorable. Look at that, guys. What's that, Joker?
How'd you get the connectors?
Well, first you have to make the lights according to the recipes, and then you can make strings out of the lights by doing, in the top row, you do iron string iron, and then you put a combination of whatever lights you want underneath that. Oh. And there's garlands, there's bunting, there's all kinds of neat stuff you can make out of it. So that's excellent. I'm going to need more iron and string to get this thing properly lit up, but that's kind of the feel I'm going for. And now I'm thinking maybe red lights weren't the best idea. Maybe I should have gone with white. But for now, I'm just glad I have some fairy lights going. Don't sleep right away when it gets dark tonight. I want to see how they look in the dark. So let's start. Well, first of all, the first thing I want to do here is see what kind of window or glass options I have. And there are no windows. There's no exciting new glass here. There's a glass item frame. These are glass shards. So we don't have any new windows, huh? Check this out, guys. There's doggy sunglasses in the Doggy Talents mod. You can give your dog sunglasses. This server is too awesome. I want to hug the person who made this server. He's awesome. Oh, and glass sword. That's interesting. Can I get a recipe for a glass sword? No, apparently. I think you have to find it. You can enchant it, but you have to find it. Okay, so as far as window glass goes, there are no new options, and I made a bunch of glass panes here, so... Hey, Joker, did you just drop in? Did you, like...
I climbed.
Oh, you climbed. I thought you just, like, fell on top of me. Oh, right. Yeah. So let's, like, fill in the corners, I guess. Right? That's a little crazy. I don't have all the glass in the world, but I also don't need all of these walls to be solid. Just kind of a place to start out here. Nothing too crazy. We'll do crazy later, when we get around to it. Do you like my fairy lights, Joker?
What fairy wouldn't?
What fairy wouldn't? Ooh, aren't you clever? I got that. I'm not sure anybody else did, but I got that. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm going to have a very festive house. It's going to be awesome. The dragon? Are you guys fighting the Ender Dragon? I don't know how I'm going to get that in, so I guess I have to break this one. GG! Zex goes down! Down goes Zexy! Oh yeah, Noble always tries to rush things like this, so don't be too surprised. He likes to be the first one in. And that's fine. Okay, so, let's see. The fairy lights, kind of... I'm not even sure I'm going to have a roof. I might just have kind of a... Maybe we should... I'm going to lose the glass, but that's no big deal. Maybe we should kind of just have railings and...
Wait, I have silk.
You have silk? Oh, cool.
Yep.
I'm not entirely sure I want to go with glass here. Just tear it all. Oh, thank you. Oh, you got a diamond silk touch pick already? Man.
Yeah,
That's
well,
a good start.
I got kind of lucky. I'm just waiting for fortune because I have a crap ton of diamonds. You know me, I like to mine.
Yeah, fair enough. I've not really gotten around to it yet. I've done a little bit of mining. Thank you much. It's right behind you. Maybe what we'll do is we'll put just redwood fencing on top. Let's see how that looks. If I ever came on. Yeah, I'm never on. I mean, that's the problem. I'm just never here. Certainly not for several hours every single day for the last 2 years, right? 2.5. Uh-oh, blood moon.
Rude.
How rude. How wooed!
Can't sleep anyway now that there's a blood.
Right? You just need to go somewhere where it's well lit and stay safe. No, they're not too bad. They're really not. Perfectly survivable. Let's see, so this is tiny, obviously. This is going to be kind of some kind of fort chamber, I think, eventually. But what I could do to kind of open it up is maybe just change the shape of the tree a little bit. See, now it's a tourist attraction. Now it's one of those trees you can drive through. But it's still very, very cramped here, especially by the entrance. Let's see. Can we move this back, maybe? Move the entry arch back a little bit, so that there's at least more room to move around. Space is going to be a problem here. I'm going to be struggling to have enough room to walk around. I can tell you that right now. But I think if we do this, we're good. Some more redwood slabs. The corners here. Yeah, that's much nicer. That's much more spacious. Still looks pretty appealing. He has 3 heads. Is it like actually a different mob? Are you serious, Noble? Because that's kind of awesome. If it is. Yeah, exactly. Screenshots there didn't happen though. Okay, let me finish off the fencing, because this is a perfectly good design, and the light, it's not colored or anything, but it's perfectly suitable. It's just fine for like lighting this place up. I'm gonna need more string and iron to make more. I have. You want a couple of these, by the way, Joker? Because I think I made more than I'm going to need in the immediate future. So maybe you can do something with a few of them. GG, guys! Congratulations. There goes the Ender Dragon. The noise, the noise, the noise is so noisy. People still play 152 mod packs. What do you play 152 for? I mean, the one big mod that I've always really loved that stopped getting updated around that time was Traincraft. That was a fun mod, and I think the last version was 1.7.2, 1.7.10 maybe. I heard it. My volume's kind of low, but I definitely heard it. I'm eagerly waiting for Railcraft to be updated to 1.12 because I think that one's going to have to go on here. Railcraft is a lot of fun. Okay, so we need one there, and we need one here as well. Oh, they're hoarding it. They're already like gloating about how they're going to hoard it. Alright, let's make some more fences. I'm going to like raise these. I'll like put posts on the corners, and then I need to find a nice light to put on top of those. Also some kind of lantern. We have lots of nice looking lights in these mod packs. Purple glowstone. Purple glowstone. This changes everything. This changes nothing. No, purple glowstone. Excellent. Yes, I'm in favor of purple glowstone. It is definitely blood moon. You can tell by how the sky is all red. But I have chicken sandwiches, so I don't care. Stately got chicken sandwiches. Stately don't care. It's a whole new game. And you can put the white blocks outside of the house instead of the house. Instead of in the house. Oh, yeah, it's not really a house. This is all still kind of just the entryway, and I'm probably just going to spread stuff out. But you're right that this is cramped. I need to expand it. You're right. I'm going to expand this outwards because it's just too crowded. I don't like these little one wide areas. What did the Ender bottles do? So much new stuff on here. It's like playing Minecraft for the first time. There's just so much new stuff to discover. It's excellent. Remember, guys, I'm Stately. This is Play.1MC3.com. I play Minecraft every day around 6 Pacific, and today we are on our modded member server. To Tomorrow, if everything goes according to plan, we will launch our new 1.12 vanilla PvE server, the successor to Doozy, which was an excellent server, and we loved it very much, but it was time for something new. We're going to make it square. I guess we should make it... yeah, let's go ahead and make it square. And we're going to run... Is wheat pointless now? Not really. There's a lot of recipes with like cracked wheat and processed wheat. Just bread. Fallout 4 was definitely one of those games where there's a whole world to just gawk at. The one game that had that effect on me most, probably because it was like one of the first massively open world games that I played, would have been The Elder Scrolls 4. But yeah, absolutely. Honey bread. There you go. Honey bread sounds delicious. And you can pretend they're sweet rolls and make Nordic guard jokes, which is even better, right? Alright, so we're going to kind of square the corners off just to make it a little bit easier to set this all up and have some more space. I don't want this place to be completely claustrophobic, even if it is a little small. There's a Cookie Monster mini head. The collectible heads are awesome. There's these little bobbleheads you can buy at villages for emeralds, and there's all kinds of different ones. I know it's not vanilla, but it was just so cute, and it seemed like a really good idea to have collectibles of some kind in the game, just to keep people interested and to give the completionists something to play with, that I just couldn't resist. Okay, let's see. So I think we need, well, we definitely need more mangrove. The only problem is it's still blood moon and going outside is dangerous. So what I'll do while we wait is I'll go ahead and set up the next platform level, I think. And I think we're going over to this tree here, and maybe we'll go down a little bit. So we can have the entrance here, and this is a little problematic because I kind of want to place something under this. So here's what we'll do. It is still blood moon. I think it's still blood moon. Is it not still blood moon? Well, I'm glad he put up a fight at least. I mean, let's be honest. You don't want that stuff to be easy, do you? Really? Yeah, it's daytime. You all survived the night. Well done. Okay, and then from here we go... something like that. And from there we should be able to do it manually. And I think I can safely drop down here without hurting myself too much. Oh, really? That's awesome. I hope there's a way to respawn them, and I'd be surprised if there wasn't, but I want other people to be able to have the experience of being eaten by a dragon as well. That's something everybody deserves to experience once or twice in their life. I think I might. I'd kind of like to have more variety of windows and maybe even doors. Now there is a door mod that allows you to make all kinds of larger and more interesting doors. Sorry, this guy has to go first because skeletons are much worse than the zombies. You know, I have definitely not played Dark Souls. Frustration is not something that I look for in my video games. No, if a game is frustrating because it's good or challenging, I am perfectly okay with that. But Dark Souls is on a level of frustration that I just don't want to have to deal with. Life's too short to hate your hobbies. Okay, alright. I know, right? And I'm sure there are some mobs on here that'll one-hit you. I know some of the Twilight Forest stuff will absolutely nuke you from orbit. I want to point out, because I've been asked this a lot of times, the reason we're not really doing any mods that allow you to create custom blocks is because they create a massive amount of NBT data, which for people with poor internet connections can really, really severely slow things down. And I know we have people on here who are struggling already with the quality of their connection, so I don't want to make that worse. That said, this is the first of at least 2 modded servers that we're going to do, and the other one will not have that restriction. That's not going to be a server where we're trying to keep it lightweight or anything. That's going to be a server that will require, in all likelihood, 4 gigabytes of allocated memory and Infinity or maybe Infinity Lite. Yeah, if you're sending complex blocked data as opposed to just regular block data, that has a significant impact on your internet traffic, on the amount of data you send back and forth. It doesn't DDoS you. I'm going to, I don't know if I care enough, but I should fix this axe, because it's a good axe.
Did you see I gave you some iron?
Did you? Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That will definitely come in handy. One more minor problem here, and that's that I screwed up. Roger that, Noble. We'll see you when we see you. I know there's no AFK command. Again, because I don't have any scripting tools here, I can't just like add commands simply. It's not as easy as it is on on a bucket-based server. How legit? Too legit? Too legit to quit? Not legit enough to quit? Exactly the correct amount of legit to quit? You tell me. Oh, it's entirely possible. There are flying things. Hey, birds. Fallout, what, 4? Fallout 4? No, I don't think people are going to leave if I create a new one. I'm trying to do a little more community building here. And if that means effectively charging people for access to cool modded servers, that's fine. I'm thinking we'll get more players and we'll have enough to populate them both. Also, I have a dedicated piece of hardware. It's like a 4-core i5 with 16 gigabytes of memory on a data server. And the only thing I'm running on it right now is this one server. Everything else is on the other one. So it would also just be a waste. Okay, so between these two trees, right, this would be a good place for like a hall of some kind, a larger area. So what I think I'm going to do is let's put in kind of a support beam. Yeah, it's not like I'm being really exclusive or anything. I'm not like trying to keep people out, but the fact of the matter is I can't just do a public modded server. I don't have the tools to run it. I don't have moderator tools. I can barely roll stuff back. One of these days I'm going to get really bored and I'm going to sit down and I'm just going to write an entire admin suite for Forge. I'm going to do all the rollbacks and all the warning tools and the ignore tools and the ban tools. All the anti-X-ray tools and everything I'm used to having. I'm going to plump it all into one giant Forge mod pack. And then I'm going to not release it to the rest of the world out of sheer spite. Mangrove's not that hard. There's a big old mangrove swamp right next to me, and you are welcome to harvest there. Just please replant so that it doesn't turn into a wasteland. So this will be kind of, I think what we'll do here is we'll have kind of an arched roof over it. And this will be kind of an actual living space or a hall or something. It's the circle of life. Sorry. Sometimes you eat the lion, sometimes the lion eats you, right? Mostly the lion eats you, though, to be honest. This is coming along kind of nicely. It's starting to look interesting, at least. So let's make even more slabs. I'm in no danger of running out of redwoods right now. Bada-boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites, and another one bites, and another one bites the dust. Yeah, they're gonna end up taking all of the frickin' elytras. So that tree that I planted, I should go check, see if it's grown. I think it's this guy right here. I think. They would if they could, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they can. There's just too many of them. They would absolutely, if given the opportunity, go out and take every single elytra on the map and just monopolize them. This is off center. We got 2 blocks on this side, and we're gonna have 2 blocks on this side. And it's still gonna be wider, but for now, and maybe just right up to the back of this tree. Not wrap around because there's leaves in the way over there. And having like this tree as maybe the backdrop of a table or something would be cool. So now I have a good place to put this, right? Because now I can hang it up here. That's 1 block higher. Yeah, I like these string lights. These are going to be really fun to work with. Be able to do a lot of cool stuff with these. Again, it's one of those things that just is possible for planning Flat World on this server. Maybe I'll look into that. It might be an option. It would have to be a different physical server because that's the kind of thing that can have very significant impacts. I mean, a physical core, not a physical server. I wouldn't have to like go rent new hardware for it. But maybe that's an option. Let's see. So I'd kind of like to make kind of a tent-like thing here. I'm not sure how much sense that makes, though. So let's start out with kind of just doing what we've been doing. Just having some posts. And then, let's see, how many blocks do we have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's the middle right there. Excellent. Did you find a roguelike dungeon? Mason, those are deadly. There's a lot of them around, though. Anybody want to sleep? I'm going to go to 8 Pacific, maybe a little bit later. Generally, I stream 2 hours a day. That's all I have patience for. After 2 hours, I'm just done talking. So, yeah, most streams end up being 2 hours long. Sometimes it'll take a little bit longer. We have had more people on lately, and that pleases me a lot. That makes me pretty happy. You got 65 deaths from one roguelike. Man, there must have been something in there that you really, really wanted. Alright, I gotta go get more of this white wood. Gotta go find another mangrove tree or two. You quit on the 4th. Yeah, they're tough. They really are tough. The first 2 levels aren't so bad. But after that, it gets really hard. So, I'm pretty sure this is the tree I planted, right? I kind of feel like I got a sucky one. But that's okay. Oh, you got stuck in it. Were you respawning in it? Yeah, you shouldn't say you're spawning those things. What's up, DK? How you doing, man?
That's a little wimpy tree. I think you got screwed.
I got screwed. I got Scrawny McTree here. Scrawny McWimpy tree. Alright, over to the mangroves, which are to my west. This whole area is mangrove forest. We'll get... Oh, my... Some zombies leaked into your spawn. Right, yeah, that'll mess you up bad. You know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this axe away for now until such a time as I can afford to repair it. It'll go up here with my awesome but terribly worn out bow. And I'll just make a fresh axe for now. That was the wrong button. Thanks again for the iron. You've saved me from having to go on a quick mining trip today. Let's see. All right, this can go away. And are you good, by the way, DK? Do you need anything while you're here? Let's see if the pine cones are actually good for anything. Pine cones. Ah, brown dye. Ha! That is actually useful. That means I don't have to go after cocoa beans to get brown dye. You just died so many times that all of the grave sites locked them in. That's dedication right there, man. So I found the latest and the lastest. Become one of those streamers that only talks when somebody subs. Yeah, but then nobody would sub, so I'd never have to talk. And I'd just be one of those streamers who plays video games and you wouldn't know that he was streaming. Because they're just playing and not talking. And either the mic isn't on or the only thing you can do is hear them breathing and hear their mom occasionally calling and asking if they're ever coming out of their room again. And I don't want to be that guy. You know, I was looking at the 1.4 stuff that they showed off, and one thing that I noticed is that a lot of the ocean mechanical stuff, like the coral and the kelp and the seaweed, looks exactly like Biomes of Plenty. Alright, I am, in spite of the fact that he tried to murder me, not that guy, but a snake murdered me, I am still of the opinion that snakes are bros, and I'm going to be nice to him. 1.14, yeah, not 1.4.
I am lagging like crazy right now.
Are you? /forge TPS. We are running 20 TPSs across the board. Okay, so yeah, the mangrove trees will grow normally above ground. They look better underwater, but you can't apparently plant them underwater, so whatever. I just need this one for the woods, so whatever. Yeah, I don't think anybody else has permissions. I do, by the way, guys, and I know there's a couple of mods on here. One. I counted them twice. I do plan on making at least a simple set of mod tools so you can teleport and rescue people and restore stuff they lose and stuff like that, but I will have to take care of that. Oh, you do? Alright, well, I don't really have a problem with that. That's not something you shouldn't be allowed to have access to. I am missing a browser window. How did that happen? Remember, folks, I stream pretty much every day from, 6 to 8 Pacific. And when I say pretty much every day, I mean, 60% of the days, maybe, thereabouts. So if you like what you see, dude, please consider giving me a follow on Twitch or a sub on YouTube. That would be awesome. You'd make me happy. And a happy streamer is a healthy streamer. Oh, are you referring to the many heads on the modded channel? DK? Because I saw that before the stream. It was very impressive. Let's see, do I have more? Yeah, I have more mangrove saplings. I'm just gonna kind of... I don't know. I wonder if I plant it down there, if it'll still grow properly. Loamy dirt. Maybe not, but this seems kind of a sensible thing to try. And then we'll put a couple above ground here just so that we know we'll have more wood. Remember, guys, I don't really have a way to restore stuff that you chop down, so I joke about it on our vanilla servers, but please don't turn this place into a wasteland. Replant. If you need a lot of something, set up an orchard rather than chopping down a forest. I do not want to have a server that just looks like shit in 2 months, Yeah, the textures are honestly the least of my concern, Comic. Because those are easy to change, and you'll easily be able to go back with no significant negative consequences. And honestly, yeah, if you want to have all of the tree types, it's going to be hundreds of blocks long. It would be an absolute epic undertaking. But again, guys, long-term build server, you want to do something epic, you got the time, you got the resources. Yeah, DK. It says a lot of things on the website, but I don't have rollback tools. All I can do is renaturalize an area. And that doesn't come out looking the way it used to. So don't. Just be good stewards. Keep the server pretty. Not asking for much, and I know you aren't going to listen anyway, but I have to try. Alright, how much did I get? It's half a stack of logs. It's pretty good. It'll last me a little while. So these beehives, I need to work out what to do with those too. I know you can make an apiary and get a permanent supply of honey. From a distance, it's actually looking kind of neat. I mean, it's very simple, obviously, still. But it does look kind of neat. I have high hopes for this. I think this is going to be a nice build. You have a gift? Pour moi? Un cadeau pour moi? What is this? Purple glowstone? Is that the purple glowstone you were talking about? Celestial crystal. Nice. What's that for? Does it do anything cool, or does it just look good? Yeah, I figured. Excellent, though. Thank you. Nice looking block. I'll find a way to use it as in my lighting setup around here. Okay, so kind of the same thing, I think. We'll I made this too narrow. I just realized I need to make this wider. But what I'll do, kind of to have a, I hesitate to say organic, but slightly more interesting vibe, is we'll have the main walls expand outward from the posts. And that'll also give us a little more space to work with. I've found a couple of interesting biomes already. I found some badlands in the northeast. There's a nice mesa. But I haven't explored, I haven't even been outside of like a radius of 2,500 around spawn. And it really is a very large map. 10K by 10K is pretty huge. Oh, you're talking about the end. My bad. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to grab 4, 8, 12. Let's just grab a stack, right? There we go. And then we'll do the same thing around back. It'll kind of encase the tree. Which, I don't know. This, maybe we'll have ladders up there or a little storage space or something. I like nooks. I like nooks. I like crannies. I like nooks and crannies. Nobody ever says crannies unless they say nooks first, right? Everybody... Nooks is a thing. You can have a nook. But you never say cranny unless you just said nook. Nooks and crannies. An aquarium. It's called an aquarium, Noble. A fish zoo is called an aquarium. We love you, Noble. We do. Oh, we've embarrassed him. We've actually managed to embarrass Noble. I thought it was impossible. Let's go to the fish zoo, Bobby. Alright, so that's a start. And then we need to have a roof, and I still want to have like fencing or something. Right? It's one of those fancy book learning words. How dare we? You know, I don't really need a roof though, do I? It's kind of part and parcel that there's no real necessity for a roof. I mean, we could theoretically get mobs spawning up there and dropping on our heads. That might not be great.
You could just use leaves.
Yeah, exactly. I can just add some leaves where necessary and kind of flesh it out like that. That's a much better idea. Mobs don't spawn on leaves? Huh, okay. Well, that's good. Let's see. So, fencing, am I worried about people falling off? Do I even want fencing? Still no backpacks? Backpacks are not out of the question. But it is something
that would be
I'd like
awesome.
to do. Yeah, I kind of figured, you know, there are shulker boxes now, but I think backpacks are probably a good idea. Because there are a lot of new items here. I mean, I'd be happy to just have a mod that expands your basic inventory too, but a backpack would be okay. So what I think we're going to do, guys, and I said this at the beginning of the stream, every month, at say the beginning of the month, we'll go through all of the new recommendations for new mods and we'll add them all. I don't want to be releasing a new update to the mod pack every 15 minutes. So I'm thinking like, I'm thinking like once a month or something would be the a good time for that, and then we can discuss it in advance and maybe test it on a separate server to make sure everything... Well, Noble fell out of the world. And that was very sad. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, not sad. Oh, I have a bunch of slabs already. So, let's see. We got the fences here, and what we could do maybe is like... It's not terrible, but I feel like it needs to be a little bit more open. Yeah, higher is better. That's pretty good. Let's do the same thing over here. Guys, I feel like I need to reiterate, I can't restore your mobs if you lose them. Stuff like that, just I can't. We're all in this boat together. Of course, the boats don't work, so I guess we're all on this manticore together. Sorry, now I'm just making funny noises because I can. Let's see. So I like this, but I think I need to make it higher to kind of fit in better with everything else. Make it a little more imposing. So maybe we'll go up like that. And then we can put the steps in place. And have... And this actually does make things pretty secure. I don't know. I expect the same kind of guy who would have a phoenix named Manticore. Like that. Yeah, this is coming along. This is starting to look nice-ish. I'm going to want to use some highlight blocks in here, but I'm not sure where and or how yet, so we'll have to think that through. But I'm going to use different styles as well. I don't want to like get stuck with the same idea everywhere. So maybe like on the sides here we can do not like that though. That's definitely not the plan. Like that. We'll do the same thing here. Then we'll go... I still have enough slabs. Over, up. Up, over, up. Like that. That looks pretty nice, and maybe we'll have something vertical here to kind of fill it in. I don't know. But I'm starting to like the way this is turning out. I think it'll be nice. Yeah, good place to live, good place to try out a bunch of the new features on this pack. And like I said, down at the ground, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of make the forest into a garden. So instead of having like one big farm, I'm going to have a bunch of smaller ones. Well, comic book boats work, but we were planning on using Archimedes ship mod. And that was kind of the highlight of the mod pack as far as I'm concerned, because I really love that mod, but it's just not suitable for multiplayer. The ships kept, you know, disappearing and glitching into blocks and stuff like that, and just an exercise in frustration. So there is a plugin that we're using that will redirect players when they go through a portal back to the portal that they came in from, regardless of vanilla Minecraft, but I don't think it does anything with mobs. No, it's a separate plugin. It's a specific plugin designed to fix portal issues. All right, but it is starting to look pretty cool in here. I'm going to use string lights everywhere. There's going to be so many string lights. There's going to be so many string lights. Y'all going to be crazy. I'm getting sick and tired of the string lights. Yeah, well, I say a lot of things. Spinner. I say all kinds of shit that I don't mean. When I say I'm not going to talk about it anymore, what I mean is I'm going to try to not talk about it anymore, but my frustrations are going to get the better of me sooner rather than later, and then I'll start talking about it again. Nope, not like that. Like that. Look at how cute this is. Look at how adorable this all is, guys. Guys, come check out... No, I'm kidding. This is fun. This is hardly, like, high-end build quality, though. Could it be that I hold here in my very hands a sample of what can only be termed as the finest purple? Where is that purple thing you gave me? I'm asleep real quick. Anybody else want to help it make a daytime? There we go. Thank you. Oh, it just needed me. We're down to 4 players. Well, there's only one thing for it. I'm going to go grab another beer. Be right back, guys. All right, take it easy, DK. See you next time, and if we don't see you before then, happy Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah. My favorite mod pack. You know, realistically, I've never played any mod packs long enough to form an opinion about them. The only one we've run on the server, the only third-party mod pack that we've ever had was Mod Sauce. And that was fun. But it wasn't very successful. And it wasn't up very long. You know me, I like doing stuff myself, so I'm far more likely to try to create a mod pack than go around coming up with one that somebody else made. That said, I've already said our next modded server, the other one, will be, in all likelihood, a vanilla mod pack, or based on a vanilla mod pack. It wasn't so much that it wasn't good, it was that I had a bunch of people saying, let's play this, I want to play this, let's play this. And then I got the server set up, and they played it for a couple of days, and they were like, okay. So the other server, the second modded server, I've already said a lot of this, but it's going to be off the shelf, or semi off the shelf. B, it's going to be less of a long-term server than this. We might reset it every 2 months, for example. Don't quote me on that, just as an indication. And B, we're not going to have the same requirement that it be, you know, friendly to people with poor computers. If you can't play the other mod pack, that's sad. But having one that everybody can play, I think is vital. We don't need to have the lowest common denominator for every single thing that we do, though. That's not how we roll. Let's see. I think we'll probably just put some fencing in the corners here, kind of to secure it. I don't want people falling off too much. But this is a perfect place to just put down some fences. And then we need to do the back, which is pretty much just the same idea, I think. We'll put down some steps on the corners. Here. And here. And then we'll kind of connect them together. This is obviously much simpler. We don't have room for an arch or anything. Undead Heart. What do you need all of those hearts for? Is there something that you need to like combine all of them together for, Noble? Is that how it works? Oh, to get into the Wyvern Realm. All right. And then you get a staff which you can only use a few times, right? Or is it a permanent portal? Thanksgiving is the turkey thing, yes. I'm not a fan. I mean, I'm not a fan of Thanksgiving per se. I'm not a fan of mandatory family events and having to hang out with people you don't like 364 days a year because of some fake concept of unity or happiness or whatever. But it's also possible that I'm just a frickin' cynic. And a sad, sad man. Not here. This one doesn't go here. Oh, you can? Okay, well that makes sense. It kind of doesn't make sense, actually. It seems to not make a whole lot of sense to me. So what do you think? Should we have like spires? Even if we're not having roofs, should we like connect the sides together and have like peaks? It seems to me we're right under the leaves here, and I'm kind of okay with this. I mean, we could maybe like put some leaves in the gaps here just so that you don't get rained on when you're standing here. But I'm feeling pretty good about this place just not having a roof. I'm perfectly okay with that. Too scared to hunt. There is one thing. You can actually, at these peaks, you can walk out here. But you have to actually try. You know, you're not going to accidentally fall by just jumping around. Or maybe you will. Anyway, it should be okay. I'm pretty confident that nobody's going to die too horribly. Famous last words. Okay, and what I'd like to do, and I think we can do it here, is I'd like to have kind of a lookout point on top of one of these trees. Are there different ladders? No, I think you're right. I think we're gonna pass on the roof. I might spread out some leaves here and there so that it doesn't rain inside, but other than that, I agree. Sierra Nevada, man. My favorite. And like areas like this would be nice to put some flower pots down or some boxes. There's a lot of detailing work to be done. Well, Sniper Lord has the 1 month gold now, so he just He needs to come in when he can. Okay, so ladder. Let's see what we got. I'm just like looking for alternatives to regular stuff because I want a step ladder. Really, fairy lights as a step ladder. That's so cute. That's for putting up the fairy lights, isn't it? I'll bet that's for putting up the fairy lights.
It is. I made one or 10 on accident.
It's so cute. Little hilarious, but cute. What about like rope ladders or anything like that? Probably not. Again, I'm just looking for alternatives. Rope, no. Vines are always an option, and they might be a better... Flowering vines. This is what I want. I want flowering vines. Has anybody seen any flowering vines nearby? Flowering vines. Close enough. Sniper Lord. Did I say Sniper Lord? Sorry.
Wiki it just a little bit.
I can. I was just curious. But I can't ask a question without getting a snarky little wiki it from Noble. 13th dimension biome. Okay, okay. I'm already sorry I asked. Should I... How is this set up here? Well, it isn't really here. It's in the Twilight Forest. Alright, so I'm not going to get flowering vines for now. What we could do, though... Ah, crud. Again, there's not a whole lot of rhyme or reason here. I'm just kind of doing what I think looks good in different places. So there's going to be irregularity, and that's fine. I'm perfectly happy with having things not be completely regular. Hi, honey, I'm home! I know it's Spinner Lord comic. I just misspoke. You forgot your Manticore. Does anybody remember where we parked the Manticore?
I had that issue earlier.
See, this is why airships are superior. Because you just hit your airship, it turns into an item, you put it in your inventory, and when you're ready to go again, you unpack it and you're on your way. It's like the modded Minecraft equivalent of folding bicycle. You never have to worry about leaving it outside at a bar. You know, most bars will be like, no mythical creatures, and you're like, but it's my Manticore, and they're like, no, sorry, no exceptions to the rules. And you have to leave them outside, and then somebody breaks the lock in the middle of the night, and you have to walk home. Don't you guys hate that? I hate that. Take it easy, Zex. See you next time. Alright, let's make some ladders. I think you do. You heading out, Zex? Did you crash, or are you actually leaving? What do you think? Is that going to be enough? I think that's not going to be enough. Thank you, Joker. Or slipping. You haven't given me any cookies yet, Zex. I know there are a million different types of cookies on here, and I feel like you're morally obligated to create some for us. So this will be my watch tree, I think. Let's just head up to the top and see how it looks. A weather sensor. Yeah, there are like weather sensor blocks, and Quark has some interesting redstone stuff. It's kind of basic. Yeah, the Ender Watcher triggers a redstone pulse when you look at it. That's kind of neat. I mean, I'm betting there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with the Quark redstone blocks. I mean, having a door that opens if you look at the right thing. You know, you could have a bunch of different windows, and you'd have to look through the right window to open the door, and if you look through the wrong window, hey, who knows? All kinds of interesting things could happen. All right, I'm not gonna go to like the peak. What I'll do is I'll just use up the ladders I have. You could do that, yeah. You could easily do that. And that's kind of neat. Sorry it's so dark, guys. I apparently can't work out how to break a block today. There we go. All right. Okay, I obviously can't do this because the tree would collapse. I kind of have to choose a side or several sides here. Like that. And then we can grab some shears, which I have right here. They killed the super power dragon. Who else would give you chaos cookies and fortune cookies? Exactly, I need my chaos cookies and my fortune cookies. Well, a lot of people are leaving because I'm on the West Coast, but they're on the East Coast. And, you know, by the time I'm done streaming, it's pretty late on the East Coast. So, and this kind of works. The view isn't very good, but I do have just a cool little treetop hideout now. What I'll probably do is flesh this out a little bit. I think what would make sense is put maybe some carpet or some planks on the ground that you can walk over. And let's see. Kind of expand this outward a little bit. Kind of a secret watchtower is what I was thinking. But I will have to flesh it out more. Because you can't really see much from here, obviously. If I were to make it just a little more spacious here. I'll bet you can't see this at all from the ground, though. I'm thinking this is probably almost invisible. But the thing is, I can't see anything from here either. Yeah, I think a spawn town would be an appropriate thing to do here. I think that would be fun. Get some rails set up. And roads. I want to do roads too. I'd like to set up a road to where you guys are and have an above ground rail line heading over there maybe. And of course, a fast travel network in the Nether. You did give me fortune cookies. I saw those. And I appreciate it. Alright. Tonight is this. This is tonight for me. I have to get to work on the new 112 server after this. I'll probably spend a few hours working on that after the stream or later tonight. But again, I'm gonna split my time about 50-50 between modded and vanilla from here on out, so I will be here often. I will definitely be here often. I don't know, man. You're like scary eager for me to eat your cookies. Now I'm suspicious. Now I'm thinking, wait, is there something wrong with these cookies? Oh yeah, that's a little more spacious, and that gives us some room to put some lighting up around here. Noble is a... He's turning into an actual honest-to-God philanthropist. I don't know what the deal is. Did you, like... get visited by the ghost of Scrooge McDuck or something? Is that what happened? Zex's cookies give you rabies? Is that what it is? Your little house is coming along nicely, Joker. That's gonna have a great view from over there.
Thank you.
Alrighty. I think, folks, that's going to have to do it for today. But I had a really good time on here today. I built some cool stuff. I found some cool new blocks to play around with. And I had fun. So, tomorrow, hopefully, vanilla server launch. No guarantees. It might not end up happening because I have to like generate the terrain, and I'm thinking about using terrain control to make interesting biomes. I'd rather do it right than rush it. So, no guarantees. But that is the plan. If not, it'll be after Thanksgiving, probably on the weekend. But until then, thank you for tuning in. On behalf of myself and Joker and Noble and Zex and everybody here at Play.1MC3.com, thank you. I appreciate y'all watching us, and we'll see you next time. Take it easy, folks. Peace out.